In this worksheet called State Totals, we've got some information in columns B through F, and as it turns out, we've discovered these numbers are all incorrect. Someone came up with some kind of an index calculation, and they're all short by 5. We want to bump them all up by 5. That 46 will become a 51, the 54 will become a 59, and so on. We can do this without writing formulas. All we need to do, pick an empty cell, put in the incremental amount, it's a 5, copy that, Control-C is good enough, certainly right-click copy, other methods too. Select the data that we want to change and press Control-Alt-V. That activates the Paste Special dialog box. Control-Alt-V and simply Add. You can click Add, then OK, or double-click Add. That 46 in the upper left-hand corner is going to become 51. And there it is. None of these have formulas in them. We didn't have to write any formulas anywhere, and we don't need the 5 anymore. Let's get rid of it. We simply change the values. There's no paper trail, no indication on the screen as to what the values might have been. They've all been changed. A different scenario over in columns I through M. Let's imagine these are last year's sales figures, and you'd like to project this year's sales figures as being 5% bigger, 10% bigger, some value. If we were to make them 5% bigger, we could do that by multiplying them all by 1.05. If we want to make them 10% bigger, it's going to be 1.1. So again, we'll pick an empty cell, put in 1.1, copy that, Control-C, select the data in question. Now looking ahead here, the 40s will become 44s. Those are even. The 30 over here will become 33, but the others are ultimately going to have decimals. We might have to change our display here, but we've copied the 1.1. Let's, after selecting the data, press Control-Alt-V, Paste Special, and this time multiply. And we'll just double click. We've changed the values, and there they are. The 30 became 33, the 40 became 44, all the others changed. We don't need the 1.1 anymore. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division are available by way of this technique. Here's another example too on the HR list over here. The company's come into some extra money. We're simply going to bump up all the compensation amounts by 1,000 here. Pick an empty cell. Here's 1,000. Copy it. Control-C. We're going to select all this data here. Clicking here, holding down the Shift key, double-click the bottom edge. Once again, we'll press Control-Alt-V for Paste Special and Add. Double-click it. The numbers have all jumped up. Notice that the formatting disappeared here. So backtracking, Control-Z here. What if the initial format of this data had matched this? So I'll simply, with the right mouse button, drag the format over here. Copy here as formats only. Let's do this again. We'll do a Control-C. Select the data here, this time with the Shift key. Control down arrow, that's another way to do it. And once again, Control-Alt-V. This time we'll add. And we've changed the numbers. This time the formatting has been copied from here. We don't need that anymore. Press Delete. So different techniques here for using this capability of changing values without writing formulas.